Average income in America is $60,000 per person, $100,000 as a household. On this flip, she paid $95,000 and sold it for $270,000. Check this out. Yo, today we have Bre Gaither here. And not only is she a realtor, she's actually an investor. This is actually her first renovation property, but she's been in the real estate game for some years. We've been talking back and forth over the years. And I noticed you've been doing a little something of each. You got some, I know you hold property, you have some wholesaling, but Bre, to start this off, right? People want to know, how did you get into real estate? What made you want to get into real estate?
Got you. Well, honestly, I started reading books. I was working at Bank of America, working these 40 hours a week. And I was like, you know what? This cannot be it, like at all. And I'm like, there has to be something more. So honestly, y'all, I started reading books and everybody said, one of the pillars of wealth was real estate. So I'm like, okay, I need to know more about real estate. So I wanted to start from wherever. I said, okay, let me get my license. Honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be a real estate agent. I just wanted to be a real estate investor, but I'm like, you know what? Let's cut the middleman out. So I got my license 3 years ago, fell in love with the love of real estate, selling houses, but then also started learning more about, flipping, buying holds and just investing. So yeah, that's how I got my foot in the door.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What department you was in at BOA?
I was in the tech support department.
Oh, you was doing tech support?
Yeah, I was in tech support.
Is that for like IT or?
Yeah, it was IT, tech support. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, cool. And did you go to college?
I went to college for 1 year.
What school?
A&T.
Shout out to
A&T Pride.
She ain't got the degree, but she got the pride though.
Okay, I got the pride.
Definitely got the pride. Shout out to A&T. Okay, so, all right, you did the tech support. Now, what was it in that environment? Because I came from a call center environment. For me, I tell people it was hell, it was terrible. And like you, at the time, in my 20s, I said, yo, this can't be it.
This can't be it.
Ain't no way.
I mean, honestly,
way,
what was really the deciding factor, I lost my mom, right? And then it was the fact that 4 days later after she passed, my boss was like, where you at? When you coming to work? I didn't come back to work, respectfully. I was like, you know what? I'm taking time off. And honestly, I'm tired of asking people for days off. I'm tired of this whole 40-hour process. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of waiting for paychecks. I'm done with it, you know what I mean? And just the micromanaging. So I always knew that I wanted to be my own boss. I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to make my own schedule. So that was it. After 4 days later, them trying to rush me back to work, I say, oh no, absolutely not. I am not coming back, and I'm putting my all into this, and I'm doing it for myself. So I took some time, off, and then I fully put my all into real estate, and it's been great so far.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have money saved up when you left?
I did. I did. So my strategy was to save my salary, or almost. So I saved about $45K. And that really made me comfortable. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do this. I got money saved. I got enough for my bills, got enough for everything I need. So I was comfortable.
Okay, so we can't just skip over that. How the hell you save $45,000 with a job?
I was making at least $70K a year, but I was minimalistic living. I bought a house in the hood. Okay, my first house was in the hood. My mortgage was $900. I really saved. I was pre-approved for maybe like $300. But I bought my house for $175. So I had a cheap mortgage. I didn't have a car payment. I didn't really have any bills. I had mortgage, insurance, phone bill, insurance, and I just minimalistic. That's it. I just minimalistic living, and I knew that I had a goal, and I saved everything. One of my paychecks took care of all of my bills, so I saved one paycheck per month.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because we can't skip over that. The people who are typically successful, who we have on this channel, they normally sacrifice to get where they're at. She made a huge sacrifice. She said, hey, listen, I'm gonna do minimalistic living. Bought a house in the hood, the mortgage was $900. Mm-hmm. All right, she got approved for $200. Hey, I'm just get this thing, I paid $175 for. Hey, why use the whole $200? The $175 is fine, that's all I need. no car note, and then she was able to save. She didn't go traveling 3-4 times a year at the time because she knew she had a goal.
Had to.
And she was serious about the goal. And being that she was serious about the goal, she get the result. And that's how life works. You know, that's just how life works. I try to explain it to people, but unfortunately, we in the social media era. And with that social media era, you get a lot of people who gotta have it next week.
That's so true.
Who gotta have it in 2 weeks, next month. And being that they gotta have it next week, next month, unfortunately, a lot of those people get scammed. Somebody promised to double their money in 30 days, 60 days, etc. And life doesn't work like that, man. So I just wanted to highlight that, man. And as you know, it's a lot of scammers on social media or out there, period. But right now, you know, some big scammers going on in the real estate investing community on social media. So
but
be
it's
careful.
only one guru.
It's only one guru. It's only one guru. And I have that trademark, thankfully. So, yeah. All right, so Bree, let's go inside.
Let's tour the property.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, so as soon as you walk in, you got this open concept plan.
Super open, and that's the goal. That's exactly what I wanted. There were some walls, kind of like right here, some partition walls, and then this entire wall was blocked off. So there was a small opening right here, and then I decided to just knock it down because we need open, like kitchen sales homes. So when you walk in, you want to see that big kitchen, right? So knock that down, change some stuff around, just made it open. You know, we were kind of like fumbling and trying to just figure out what was the perfect floor plan, but we decided to like just put everything separate. There was, you know, some concerns about the stove being so far from the sink, but I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Who doesn't want a big kitchen, right? So open floor plan. This is a 2-1, so 2 bedroom, 1 bath, right? Made some lighting here. I mean, we have plenty of cabinet space. That was the goal. We went with the quartz countertops. Of course, the luxury backsplash. You had to throw that luxury up in there. Gold finishes. I love the gold handles. You know, there were some current concerns about it being too girly, but I'm like, you know what? The perfect person will buy it, right? So redid the entire kitchen. Wash and dryer area, that was already there, so we kept that like that. New windows throughout. Every window you see in here is new, okay? So all new windows, new ceiling fans. We did some lighting in here, updated a few things, plumbing, and then these are the 2 bedrooms. All right, so we did some leveling on some floors. This was an old house, so we had to do a little bit of work just to make it completely level. Leveled some floors. If you see, the roof is kind of slanted. We were going to jack the roof up, but that cost too much money. We were already over budget, so we was like, nope. So we kept it like this. New windows. Oh, and there was not a closet in here, right? So this wasn't even considered a room. So there was not a closet. We built a closet, super spacious too. So we built this closet in here just to make it more space for the next buyer and to really call it a room, okay? So this is the smaller room. The other one is a little bit bigger. So this one is way bigger. Closet was already here. New windows as well. This used to be a door, right? So that used to be a door. It had steps. It was just random. But my thought process was like, okay, if this is a woman and her child, nobody wants access outside from their bedroom. Like, we're not on the high rise, so let's go ahead and cut that. So cut the egress exit, and we did the window. So I thought that was a cute little smooth touch that definitely added, and people, you know, agree with the opinion.
I would definitely like that as well.
You like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the bathroom. It's a little tight in here, you know, but we decided to go with the tile up. You know, honestly, renovations are just kind of like, sometimes people are slapping lipstick on a pig, right? You see these people just throw whatever. I said, this is my first renovation. I want to have like a luxury touch to it. So let's not do a surround. Let's do a full towel up. Let's do the insert, the cut. Like you want, this is a house you want to feel like this is $1 million house, but it's not, okay? But what's wrong with feeling like it is, right? And then we have the vanity here. We changed up a few things here. The vanity was a little further. We kind of pushed it over. Added the cute little mirror. And then of course your lights, just to give it that little luxury feel, okay? So towel is my favorite part, okay? Absolutely. And then I'll take you guys outside to the deck. This actually used to be a window. We changed it from a window to a door. And then outside we are on the deck. So this is newly built. I thought a deck would be a perfect add. Initially we were gonna do a deck and build a fence all the way around. But as I learned quickly, you gotta stay where you can. Like don't do extra stuff. You gotta really realize like your price point and your margins and just to stay within that. So learned that. New deck, which is one of my favorite parts. Shout out to Simple Acquisitions, he did the deck. And then we of course did new siding everywhere. We went with the Bayou Blue. So I just thought, you know, everybody's like blue, blue, blue. So everybody who passes here, they're like, what's up with the little blue house? So, you know, it just adds. So blue house, you know, we picked out the staining. Honestly, with this, y'all, they had to repaint this twice because the first time they painted it, it was orange. It was ugly, it was orange. I pulled up, I was like, I hate this. I hate this, like, can we redo this? And luckily they redid it and we got the color right. So yeah, that is, you know, most of the tour.
All right, well, cool. And she took over the tour, so I just was just like, yo, you can have it, you can have it. And she just gave us the whole tour. And now I'm about
That's what I do every day, y'all.
Okay, so first things first, I want to say thank you for that. We're back inside, we're back in the kitchen.
Yes.
All right, open floor, love it. Even though you start off as a realtor, your intentions was always to be an investor.
Exactly.
Even though you start off as a realtor, from what you just did and what you just showed and explained us and everything you picked out, it tells me that the skills you gained from being a realtor, you knew what people wanted.
Absolutely.
You knew what people wanted. Yeah.
That was key. You know, because I knew to put money into the kitchen and to put money into the bathroom. You know, some people wanted to go just with the regular, like shaker style, just the white, and just very, very basic. And I'm like, let's spend a couple extra more just to get what we want. You know, honestly, because I was getting calls literally like, you're selling this house for $270? Like, what? I mean, I had people going crazy on me. It appraised for $270. We went under contract. We had 3 offers for $270. So being a real estate agent gave me those skills to know exactly what to do and how to do it.
How many square feet is this house?
So it's 988 square feet.
Yeah, I had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 1,050 square feet. It's today to go for like 300. I think I sold it for like 150, and I was good with that.
Oh wow!
Because I'm like, man, I walked away 60,000 tax free due to the IRS code that you live in a house longer than 2 years as a single person. You're eligible for up to 250. Married couple eligible to up to $500,000 tax free. So I was just happy with that. But now this area is taking off because it's so much development going on.
It's so much going on.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to think about it. We're only 10 or 11 minutes from Uptown Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh no! All I had to do was go on Brookside.
It's right there.
Right
it's
there.
Literally right there.
Yeah.
And even, you know, when you will talk about 485 access, 77 access, even 85 access, it's right here. The airport is right there. The airport is probably about 14 minutes from here.
You got the Super Walmart, the Harris Teeter up here. Yeah, so now you have a lot of, this area has a lot of offer. When I first moved to this area in 2014, it didn't have as much, but as I was leaving, it was doing. Then after I left in 2020, it just took off.
Yeah.
It took off. So, but yeah, no, you got 270 for 900 something square feet. That's you know, that's a great price point to get. So
initially, with you know, hard money, all of that. So hard money is just as good as cash these days, right? So before they, you know, give you everything, they come out and inspect, right? So they say, okay, well, this has the potential to be worth X, Y, Z. So they told me that it would be worth 220.
yeah.
I'm like, ain't no way. It's just no way, because we're seeing, you know, these as-is houses being sold for 250. No, we put this thing on the market for 270, and we're gonna see what happens. And that's what we did.
All right, let me ask you this, right? So you bought it for 90. How much you put into it?
So the budget was 60. We put a little over 80 into it.
Okay. You included all the appliances.
Yes.
So you're probably about 170 all in, and under contract for 270. Did the buyer need closing costs?
Nope.
Oh, that's great.
We did do repair credits for $1,500. So that costed, about $1,500, but that was like, nothing.
With our viewers, right? They're gonna want to know, like, yo, first, you're a realtor.
Yep.
Realtor by day, you're an investor as well. Now, people are gonna want to reach out to you.
Okay.
Can you give them your social media?
Absolutely. You guys can reach out to me. My name is Bre Gaither, top producing real estate agent. Don't forget that. My social media is Queen Realtor Bree, or you can just type in Bre Gaither. You can also reach out to me directly. Here's my number, 980-689-8458.
That's a bold to put out your number out there.
It's a business number.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's a business line, so make sure you call for business. She lists houses. She's in the Charlotte market. And where are you from?
I am a Charlotte native. I've been here all my life.
She's a Charlotte native, so she knows all the areas. She knows the upcoming areas, so she can guide you on your next deal as well. So, Bree, at this time, I'm gonna put your social media back on the screen. So they can find you on IG. Is that the same for TikTok too?
Same for TikTok.
Perfect.
Everywhere. Same for TikTok, Snapchat, all the things. Queen Realtor Bree. And I want to shout out my partner. Shout out to Restore the Block. We actually did this together, so shout out to you.
Yes, a shout out to Restore the Block. So listen, this is part of the Buy Back the Block series. If we can do it, you can too. Just have to be serious about your goals. So I'm signing off at this point. Make sure y'all watch that video that's next to me, man. Click on that and comment. Let me know what you think about this renovation. Peace.
And I'm not the guru, but I do this business too.